Kinder presents this unabridged recording of The One, written by Kaneana May and read by Beth Armstrong. The dedication reads, "For Alex, who will always be the one for me. For my mum, who had total faith that one day I would become a published author. Thank you for championing me every step of the way." One. Darcy glances to Ben, the cameraman, who has been assigned to her for the day. "Ready?" He nods. "Rolling." "Okay, Bonnie." Darcy smiles, picking up a pen so she can make notes on Bonnie's application form. "Can you tell us a bit about yourself?" The woman is visibly uncomfortable, and Darcy's first thought is that she'll probably look awkward on screen. But then Darcy glances at the monitor to her left and sees there's a lovely vulnerability to Bonnie's nervousness. Maybe she shouldn't cast her off too quickly. "I'm Bonnie Yates. I'm 33 and I own a photography studio up the coast." Darcy already knows this due to the detailed application all the girls have completed. Today is more about getting a sense of how easily they talk in front of the camera and how they interact with the other girls. 33 is getting on the old side, but they do need to cast at least one or two older contestants. "What about your living arrangements?" Darcy queries. "Do you rent or own? Do you have housemates?" "I bought a townhouse about 8 years ago. It's just me." There's a sting in Darcy's heart at hearing the sadness entwined in Bonnie's words. She should be used to the contestants' loneliness by now. This is her 4th season working on The One, but she's still not as tough as she should be. She can handle desperation, but for some reason, loneliness makes her want to hug them. "So, we want to know a bit about your dating history," Darcy says. "Have you ever been in love?" In the early days of her job, she used to feel like she was rudely prying, but she's asked the question so many times over the last few seasons that it now just falls from her lips. "Yes," Bonnie nods, her face serious as memories likely fill her head. "More than once. I fall hard and fast." Even though there's raw honesty about the words, it seems she's hoping they'll only lightly skim the subject and she won't have to reveal too much history. The show needs girls who will fall in love fast. Darcy scrawls on the paperwork. She's developed her own code of scribbles in case the girls get a glimpse of what she's writing. "You've said here that you're not sure why your relationships haven't worked." Darcy refers to the application form in front of her. "My sister filled that out," Bonnie says, a slight annoyance in her voice that she tries to hide with amusement. "I know perfectly well why the relationships haven't worked out." This surprises Darcy. "I'm always more in love with them than they are with me." Oh, this just about breaks Darcy's heart. Bonnie must realise this because she quickly bolsters a smile. "Oh, it's okay. You don't have to feel sorry for me." But Darcy does, and suddenly has a longing to call Drew. She left home this morning when he was still asleep. "You mentioned your sister," Darcy comments. "What's your relationship with her like?" For the first time since the interview started, Bonnie glances at the camera self-consciously, her brown eyes almost hidden by a forest of lashes. "We're close." Her voice is higher than it was before. Darcy recognises the opportunity. "Were you annoyed she filled out the application for you?" Bonnie glances at the camera again and tucks a dark strand of hair behind her ear, allowing herself a moment to pause before answering. "Carla just wants me to be happy. She's married with kids and can't understand how anyone can be happy without that." The tone in Bonnie's voice isn't lost on Darcy. "Can they?" Darcy knows she's treading on dangerous ground. Of course the answer is yes. But why is there a natural instinct to feel sorry for anyone who is unable to have children or hasn't found a partner to share their life with? "Can we be happy without being married and having kids?" Bonnie clarifies. Darcy wonders whether she's repeated the question purely to give herself more time to answer. She nods, curious to know her response. Bonnie exhales on a breath of laughter. "Oh, I hope so."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?